Put myself down here in the middle, down here. All right, this is wagschicago. I'm in the middle of editing my video I just made for I'm gonna do a new theme on Fridays called INFJ Friday, and then I need something for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if you guys can help, put that in the comments. Like a rhyme, it has to rhyme. Like Manic Monday, like do Monday recap of just news, and I'm trying to get away from news stories, unless they're funny. I will mock them. That's funny though, but I don't want to do this war garbage. It's all happening. It is what it is at this point. Just get water filters. By the way, my name is Scott Wagner. This is wagschicago. It's the 8th day of April. They tell you, but it's not. It's 2:31 in the afternoon. 2:03. See how that? Oh my god, that's creepy. 2:03. Oh my god, that is so weird. Anyways, the year's 2:2. I just hit the buttons, man. I'm in the middle of editing. I hit a button, record this screen because I need my pattern people. This is a short clip to tell me what this garbage message is. Like Monogram, I'm gonna put a link to this video if it's still up. Monogram just decoded this. That's why I don't, you got to watch his video. Like, there's a rumor in the interwebs, let's call it, that the ceremony the other day where they were mocking said person in the center of your screen is going to be in symbols in the dark arts symbol world, because you guys don't understand symbols. So we're trying to decode symbols. It could be nothing. But then this happened. See his eyes, see this garbage happening on live TV a little while ago. Thanks to Nevada Geology, I think it's the link. I'll tell you in a minute. And Cat Turd's covering it already. They're posting it because you could tell this is CGI garbage. Like the White House is not right behind them. This ain't a real. This is not my. What did I just do here? Hang on. Anyway, what am I doing here? See how I can't work the screen. This is why I don't like editing, even though I can do it. It's just a pain in my. I don't have a big nice computer to do this with. So I'm using one of these things where it's like a tablet, but a higher end one. It was a good idea at the time. So I had to find out I'm going to be the freaking news and keep the world like up to date while during the apocalypse. See how that works? I didn't know that was going to be me, so I need to get a better computer eventually. But I just don't want to. It's like it's such a dumb investment when everything's going to go out. But whatever, or not. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just retarded. But I see patterns to the 10th degree. This is why it's INFJ Fridays. And I only talk about INFJ if I can. If I spurg, it's going to be on Fridays. If you hate this stuff, just ignore my videos on Friday, except for like, if it has the INFJ tag in it. Because then some people get all disturbed by it. But whatever. It fascinates me that when you start going through your history of your own life and then tie it in with numbers, and then you tie it in with your careers, and then you're whatever. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Back to this garbage. Like, decode this. Besides, it's a fake video or not. Besides the fact that this said, where is she right there? This doohickey right here helps the child damaging, or not corporate, helps the child damagers, whatever you call those. Remember all those people that think you're in the tunnel chasing and all that? When those tunnel chasers do get caught, she helped them out with less, I heard. Or not, go look that up. I don't give a shit about politics anymore. So I never did, but I'm just saying it's not why I'm doing this. My thing is, what's this dark arts garbage right here? See, if you know anything about the one eye treatment, see how that works? You get the one eye, you get it, but this is a robot, so they can't give it a black eye. You know how much money it would cost to make a new mask? There's a DARPA robot head on it. I can almost guarantee you, they're gonna come out later and mocking the shit out of you guys. Like one day, the thing's gonna come apart. I swear to God, this is how they're gonna end this garbage. Like if this is a movie, wouldn't that be funny if he pulls the hook on the finger of the DARPA bot? Because if you watch this in real time, my internet sucks. Go watch this clip in real time. When he first hooks it with that meat hook, you see where it. By the way, the ether paused it right here. This is a perfect pause. He literally look how big the hole. I don't have a good screen here, but look at the hole. It's like you can see the bot is behind. I did a video on this with the neck. The neck comes off sometimes. Go through your archives. Like this is garbage. Like this is a mask. So, but they don't need to do it. They got the best. They can make people look different, the dark arts. So why are they mock? This is mocking. This is some kind of triangle ritual garbage. See how this? You got, look at the duality. See how you got black, white, and then whatever this garbage is or not. I don't know. She's Indian or something. I don't know. Whatever she says. I think she said like she's black.
The only two tops, and it's
because each kid. There you go. Now look. This is when he rips the mask off. See, I'm playing my video in the background. See, now it's stuck. This is why I want you guys on the interwebs to look at it. Look, it's stuck. But it's the one eye will. You see how this is like if I do this show all the time, you'd be like, what's he doing? He holds his hand over his eye. I don't know, maybe he sees better. This is garbage. Something's going on, or there's some duality garbage going on here. See how this works? Black, white, and then this thing in the middle, whatever. Not meaning him personally. I'm saying that there's a triangle. If you look at it, the way the height is, whoever edited this piece together, like they put her at the right height. There's two bushes. There's different flags. I don't know. There's two lights, two windows, and then he's behind the window with the sun. See this Lucifer sun above his head. Or not. Maybe I'm just retarded. See how that works? And if this doesn't look like CGI, you haven't looked at the new kind of kid video. They can do this shit when they're doing painting. Like, they can put makeup on these cartoons, these cats and garbage. I swear to you guys, my friends, kid, they do stuff and it looks real. Like, they could do a better job than this. And my point is, are those car tires? Wait a second. Doesn't it look like car tires at the White House? Is that what they put the flags in? Wait a sec. Is that normal? I don't know. I never looked. See, there's something with this video clip. Look at this flag garbage. I just see patterns. Something's wrong with this picture right here. You Spurgs, come on, take a look at this garbage. There's a blue thing up here. What's this? Is this a purple or blue flag for royalty or not? What's this behind the flag? They want you to see this garbage. That's why it's in the picture. Otherwise, they could have cropped it to here. See how that works? And what are these two? These look like like when you remember in old high school when you had to roll the garbage out, like for the hoops, when they play volleyball, and you would roll. Didn't they have these things where you could roll it with a tire like in there, and then it would already be standing like you didn't? Did they roll this garbage out of the shed at the White House? Like, where is everybody? And by the way, Monogram again said, I don't want to steal from the show. I'm just saying, all of a sudden, they're all disappearing. They're all getting the CV all of a sudden, and everybody's off the planet. See where that goes? They're missing appointments. Look that up. I don't want to just go back to his channel and watch his show last night. Like, shout out to you, man. You never stopped. And I don't either. Oh, man, this interwebs is getting creepy. There's only a few left. We're getting to be, you just got to learn how to talk. See how that works? But this is something right. This is some duality garbage going on. And I'm not an expert at this. I just see patterns. See this? There's two flags here, two in the center, and two. That's 246. Two lights. RV's got to see this garbage. Look at two tires, two planes. This is duality if I ever saw it. One mirror flash of the light. They made sure even that you only see one mirror of the lights. Maybe they didn't. Somebody edited, and then look, she's standing closer than he is, but it doesn't have to be that way. They edit. This is editing. Like whoever did the edit did that on this could be perfect, by the way. This is dark art. They have the best computers. They have AI. They have D-Wave. They can make this look come to life and probably jump in your lap. I guarantee you that technology is probably there with this. They got 12 dimensions to work with. You and me only got 3 or 4, maybe 5 if you're lucky. But they're in the 12. Look it up. Google the C garbage and then it ends in A. They're in the 12 dimensions and they're sending messages with no computers, by the way. They do it with their brain somehow. So that's true science, but they release that garbage. But nobody cares. But you maybe should, because if they could send it to their agents, what's the stop? Because just the other day, didn't Uncle Klaus just say like every human can be hacked or some garbage? I just saw a video. I didn't want to talk about it. But he just said every human's hackable somehow. Like I just read some reports about how they could send, and the reason the report had nothing to do with medical, or it was at the time because somehow there was some medical garbage going on over the last 2 years. But however that worked out, but it's back. By the way, don't think it's gone. And by the way, I posted things about that rabbit the other day. Hang on, since we're here, since I'm talking dark arts. I know her monogram. I think it's on, I know it's on my timeline, not my video, but I did on my feed. So I'm not. Where is it? Hang on. What day was that? Let me go to my feed. Hang on. I think it's on my Facebook feed. Hang on. Because if you look up, hang on, it doesn't matter. It's on there. Hang on. Watch, it's gonna take too long because I got no freaking internet. Look at this garbage. Go to Gematinator, and the thing was called, I can't remember off the top of my head. It was the rabbit, right? Hang on, it was the. Hang on, I gotta look this garbage up now. Hang on, see, Monty, you're making me think. This is the ether. I'm telling you, Monica knows the ether too. I swear to God, I've been watching it for years. Oh, I still remember when he was doing. But I wasn't ready back then. He did a video years ago about the thing I'm talking about right now. But he was on it 5 years ago. See how that worked? I'm just catching up. Shout out, dude. I much respect. I don't know how you know that, but you knew it had it. But I don't know how I know what I know either. This is the ether. But somehow, when you hit a certain age and you have these abilities, it's all of a sudden like the ether, like it's turning. You ever do ham radio and you turn your beam? You probably haven't. But anyways, if you hear a signal, you're on 10 meters or whatever, you could swing your beam. Anybody with towers knows this or doesn't, whatever. But you turn, it looks like this. I don't know. I remember a beam. So the beam, you turn, you have a dial, and it goes, nah, or you can manually do it, but we had dials, whatever. And it goes, nah, and you slowly turn it, and then you hear the signal go, and then you stop, and then you fine tune the signal, and then you turn the antenna a little bit, and then you find that's life. See, this is going back to the tattoo monkey, by the way. Give that guy a shout out. This guy, I learned from him too. See, this is because all of us weird people, they call us weird my whole life. Design FJ Friday, by the way, for wagschicago. Only on Friday I'm gonna spurg on INFJ. I have to because I've been researching this garbage for a year, and whatever reason, the ether gave me this where I could see things through the water, see how that works. And a lot of you have the same ability, so whether you're INFJ or not, so there's a reason us spurgs are at. And then we all find each other in real life lately especially. It's like they're it's like the ether's making like you were sent here to watch this garbage and filter through the garbage. I swear to God, it feels that way sometimes because they can't. They try to trick you with their rhetoric or their what do you call propaganda, and then through rhetoric, and so we're able to mock them. But INFJ especially can do rhetoric, and we like dark stuff. And I just watched a video about that. But the reason INFJs like dark things like death and studying it and psychiatry and any INFJ you talk to, they've studied like how the brain, a lot of them do anyways, how that or serial killers, etc. Not because they want, and people are like, ooh, that's gross, or death. Oh, look at that crime scene. You see the pattern. You're like, wow, how's it happen? And then you can start figuring out how did they get hit this way. That's why they watch those movies like Dexter and stuff. That's fascinating to a certain group of people that have to only not only see patterns, but then it goes on. It's a Spurg scale. So some people see patterns. Like somebody just posted the other day on my channel. People like whatever. We see patterns to the 10th degree. We filter it and then we spit it out if we have words. Some people don't like to talk, so that's fine. But there's a lot of not a lot, but it's people that see to that level. Then people like me, Monty, RV, Richie, you could tell, and Mike, and you could tell all these, and Marfugal, they see pattern. You can tell how they speak. They speak in pictures, and they'll pause a lot, and they pause because they have to get the picture out. Just so you know that nobody understands it, but I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't care because that's so hard to say. It's like impossible to communicate that unless they. And if you are one, you'll know. I know what I was just talking about. Where was I going with this garbage? Oh, I'm on the wrong one, of course. Oh yeah, yeah. Back to the gematria. Hang on. See what happens? See, I just popcorned my brain out. This is INFJ Friday, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I want to go over here. Hang on. But we bounce around, but a lot of times it'll come right back, even in the same. Look how slow my internet is. This is crazy. So, anyways, back to my whole point of this. I'm gonna go to the actual tweet. This is my Twitter. I changed the name of the Twitter account for the people out here. It's under wagschicago now, but I'll post that at the end here. So check this garbage. I only move myself out of here. It doesn't matter. So it's coming through the. I mean, this I'm gonna try and play where you can see it better. Hang on. Here it is. Watch the eye get hooked. That's a message. See, it looks like it even changed color. Watch this. See, now it's stuck. Look, see how it's blurring out? Is yours guys doing that, or is that just my internet? Besides the fact that a third grader could make a better CGI screen than this, why do they have the Supreme Girl over there on the left standing so close, almost touching him? That's a sign there, whatever that means. Her hands are crossed. You have duality. Look at her hands. Look at this, people. You pattern people. Check this out. And then the eye pulls it down, and then it's closed. It gets stuck. Remember the one eye garbage with the dark arts. See how that works? And then look at these flags. That's all I'm gonna say. This is the better copy. You guys will find it. It's on my tweets, which is can be found right here. Hang on. I had to get rid of the what do you call it? Oh, there we go. Wags Chicago on the tweets. So it's Wags Chicago is the handle they call it, like the CB radio days, and then they actually send me a tweet. You go at Chicago Wags, so reverse it. That's called mirroring. I did that on purpose, and not even actually. I noticed it when I changed the name. I left it on purpose, I should say, to be honest. Like I saw that as soon as I clicked back, as you're seeing. But since I'm doing this is a fractal, by the way. See, people don't know what I'm doing. See, this I talk in pictures. So whether you know it or not, I just showed you what a fractal is. This is the point of when you're growing. Oh, that was my point about the tree, by the way. Let me get my face back on here. I'll end it here. This fractal doohickey right here. That's fractal, and you can watch videos. Hang on, let me pull it up. Fractal, watch this. I'll end it right here with a fractal moment by an Infj. 100% abstract thinking, but has logic. It also has intelligence or whatever you call that IQ garbage. God's funny. See how he works? The problem is to get our words out from pictures is not easy. See how that works? Because now the only pic I just showed you earlier, how I think in videotape. I was popping all around with that. Did I do it in this video? I don't even know if I did it in this video. I'll just shut up. It may be a different video. This is one I got to lay with my foot up. See, I'm making too many videos all of a sudden. See how this works? But it may be good. See how the ether works? Get off your foot for a while, let it heal, and then go help people on the internet or not. What was I looking for? Oh, Fractal. Watch this garbage. Fractal zoom right here. Look this up. You ever want to meditate or whatever you call it? Turn this garbage on. And if you eat a little of that candy garbage, try that. And they got good music playing, but I don't want to steal their shit. Look at the numbers 2166. You see how that works? And then 186. Do you see what I'm talking about with this ether in my numbers? I'm not, I just did it right here. What are the freaking odds? One, two, three. See, three and one is four. A 7-digit number comes in exactly 2166186. Why can't it be like any other weird number that's not weird? See how they work? But anyways, I got kids in the room. All right. This is long too. I made like 3 videos in a row, so I don't know if they were on this last day. But what's my gun? Oh, you took them. Remember you went out there with them? The toy gun? Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have the lasers on. Anyway, this is what's called fractaling. See how this works? I'm gonna tell you a story just about how life is. This is real physics, by the way. This is homeschooling with Wags. That's how we're gonna end this. You see how a fractal works? It just goes infinitely out. You ever see how ice is like on your dash when you're in the car and you see like it just starts to freeze and you see how ice or in your freezer? You ever see how they just keep making that pattern? That's what this is. This is a view what it looks like by AI did like 6 hours in a row of going inside. So let's say you're on a tree leaf, the tip top of the tree. You see a big oak tree, right? Go to the top leaf, and then we're going back. We're going like you ever see those CAT scans where they do the body? So what they're doing is they go from the top that they slice it. So picture that. So picture like right here, you're slicing your body, but you're viewing it like this is how I see the world, by the way. INFJ Friday. This is literally how we view conversations, situations, dangerous situations. This is why we can react so fast in emergencies because our senses are taking all this in, and then God gave us this ability to see it when needed. But your body can react. Now, everybody has instinct and intuition. That's a fact. But scientifically, I got no internet. See how this works? Anyways, the trees, you starting up there. Now slice it down. This is what you're looking at. You're looking at every layer of a tree, a big oak tree. You know those big scary ones with the leaves? Then all the branches, and then you see branches branch off of branches. See how that works? That's what's happening. And then what'll happen is that branch will branch off, and then this leaf will grow that way. This is how the bark grows. When your bark grows, look at the bark on a tree. There's always those bare spots. It's not because of wind damage or somebody hit it with a baseball bat. It's because if you look at the inside of a tree, there's a ring and a ring and a ring. Every year it shows a new ring. As the ring is now, the cells are growing exponentially. This is what life is. This is my friend the other night, my alien friend. Hey, my alien friend got me to think of this guy, like linking this together. Like we're talking, is the soul outside the body? It may not be, and she's the only one. Me, her, and my daughter, only ones who can get me to think like this. Like you got to be really smart to trick me up like this. Like, and somebody else, another close friend of mine, got me into this garbage of fractal. See, this video specifically. So this is the ether, and then I tie it to the monkey guy, and then monogram, and then Richie. The guy in South Dakota, his channel, the guy that he's sick also. By the way, all the big mouths are really sick right now. Like that's so creepy to me. Like, and I think one of the reasons is because of the energy. My daughter just told me this guy. She's like, and this is why I'm switching my channel to more calming garbage like this because this shit. But your brain, this is inside your brain. This could be the soul. See how it's making that shape right there? You ever see that shape before? The dark arts worship this shape. See how this works? This is why I want you to watch this garbage. Thanks to my alien friend, I'm tying more garbage together. Like if everything in nature, you got to owe it back to the tattoo monkey. Like if it doesn't happen in nature, they're lying to you. See how that works? So what is all this stuff? And then where did it begin? That's where nobody can ever answer that. Like this goes infinitely. Like we're one of these layers. See how that works? Could be. But then what does that mean? The tree keeps growing. So if you reverse this, if I came from the bottom up, see how it's spiraling? Do you ever see those radars I do, how they spiral? Do you ever notice that? Some of this could look angelic or demonic. It looks like a snake skin. See how that works? Anybody watching this? Does this not fascinate you? That's fractal. This is real life. This is true story. This is wagschicago based on a true story. Fractaling. Look at those hearts. Whatever you call it, you can call it whatever you want. But it scales also. See how that works? That's frequency, by the way. But the world is simple. The earth is simple. The natures, they make it all lies. See how does it work? Look at that. That triangle, or not the triangle, the it's called the diamond. I can't think right now. This stuff's fascinating to me. It's got my brain just, and I'm listening to music. Like you listen to music, it's the only thing that can make your entire brain activate. That's it. At one time, your entire brain is involved with music when you hear it. And then when you see this guy and then my ugly face on the screen telling you about my 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 ether garbage, like I don't know what it is, but it is. That's my point. I think the other guy said that, the tattoo guy. It just is. Like there's just no like. But look how this is real. This is physics garbage. Like this is something you can scientifically show. So for you realist people or whatever you call you people, like how do you explain this? Like, this is how the apple grows. See the spot when you see those stars in an apple, a star. That the seeds, see, I call it stars, but when you see the five seeds, there's always five. See how that works? I think there's always five that I've seen. The smaller apples, maybe it's the size of the apple matters, but you'll see it's making that pattern. It's making that, and then what'll happen is it grows out, and then all of a sudden the roots will come out, and the plant will grow out of that seed. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is wagschicago school. See how this works? You're learning physics with wags, but you're not doing no math. It's not scary. See how this works? And God forbid I just placed a tool in some young or old person, doesn't matter. Because somebody did this to me. This is why this fascinates me now. Because I love patterns. I love numbers, but I didn't know I liked both. Even though I've been doing both my whole life. So if you look at that tree again, it's slicing its way all the way to the root. Then all the way, then eventually you be getting into the dirt. It never stops. Just like you came from said dirt, that's a fact. Dust to dust means you came from dirt, you go back. Thanks to my alien friend, that just reminded me of that. See that word? But it doesn't answer the question like I asked her. Hopefully she thought about this because I want to talk again about this. These are deep covers. You need like a week off after talking to Wags on the phone. See how that works? I understand that. Because you go deep. And my question then is, I agree with that. By the way, this is how nature is. So that's our world here. The question is, what was that spark? And if you go, you talk about going spiral. Do this to ourselves, right? So now you're doing this fractal in reverse. So we're going backwards. So that's like this CAT scan. Go down your body. And if this will work, look, I'm getting internet problems. See, they're like wags on the internet. See, this work. This is probably gonna be all choppy to you guys. If this is choppy, I'm putting the link to this fractal garbage. You got to watch this. Just play this in the background. Turn off my screen. Leave the voice going. Flip over to this fractal. I'll probably put that in. If this is choppy, this is what they do to my videos. It's gonna be all chopped up. They're crushing my video as we speak. See, I have no signal. Hang on. Let me get some coffee. Where's this coffee? I gotta reach up the wizard and just pour me a cup of coffee. See him up there? Oh shit. I don't know. I guess I'll keep talking. It may not matter anymore. Yeah, I'm off the air, but I'm not even on the air yet. See this work? So check this out. This is going to be into the spirit garbage, but I don't know if I'm on here. I don't want to say this yet. Come on. Oh, it's 2:57. All right. I'm listening to Beethoven just comes out. Can you believe this garbage? Beethoven's in my ears. This is the ether. See how this works? Da 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 da. That's victory. Da da da. That's a song they took a piece of Beethoven. It's in the 70s, but whatever. Did 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 da. That's a pattern. It's a sign. It's the letter V, by the way. It also means victory. It means war. They all celebrate. Did 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 da. Remember that song by Beethoven? But he did it in a different frequency. See, the dark arts changed the frequency in the 60s, I think it was. Your music changed. That's the whole point. When they say music's or I say, that's what I'm talking about. You're worshiping what you were taught to listen to. See how that works? So it's not your fault. Or is it? But anyway, check this fractaling garbage out. So let's fractal down to your soul. Let's say, thanks to my alien, this is where this is going. My alien friend. I got two of them, but one is like, it made me go into this garbage. Like, this got me off the pyramids for a while. So pretend you're at the top of your head. You're looking at the NMR. Remember that dead body they did the and you could see for the first time from the head to skull. Remember that video where you could see when you got to the lungs, you could tell because there'd be two top of the two lungs and they would slice through it. So we're slicing from the top of your hair down to your brain, down to your pineal gland, your eyeballs, whatever other balls or not, and then all the way down to your soul, your feet, which I told her on the phone. There's religions or whatever, people that believe the yin and yang, of course, but the top of the brain is heaven. That's and the soul of the feet is hell. Some people, however you interpret that. So then that would also mean other people would probably believe that everything's contained within this unit. The question I have, because there has to be something outside of this unit, or that we just don't understand because how to using your brain. Because like I just said, the dark arts does this garbage to the 12th level. There's 12 dimensions according to their research, and they send. I saw a report, a real study where they were trying to trick their own people up by sending misinformation with no computer, only through telepathic type. They didn't say because that was classic, but they said they sent it with no machines and no nothing, no internet. So they're sending signals through these 12 layers or whatever. That makes me think like then that means if they could send it to their people on purpose, what else could they send it to? Because if you think about how I just said this the other day, I'm almost repeating the conversation. With the mice, you get two mice and one gets snapped by a trap because of the cheese and then the doohickey snap, the mouse remembers that the one that lives. And this is how the stronger gets stronger. This is why, by the way, with the war and all that garbage, other families of yours through your history of your line made it through the same garbage. So don't freak out. This is gonna happen. You should have water, but whatever, do you? So just saying, get ready or don't. At this point, anyway, that's why we're not doing news right now. So now we're getting down to the heel, right? We're down from heaven to hell, whatever. That's you. In the middle, I swear, is where that umbilical cord to the ether is. I still think the ether is what is. It is like monkey guy says. Check these patterns out. Like this is all nature, by the way. This is all real. Like it just goes on and on and on. So when you go down now, what happens when you leave the sulfur? Like those leaves, we started at the top of the leaves of the tree. Now you got to the bark. You're getting to the ground level. Now we're getting to the root system. That's what those patterns are when you saw the different designs. Now the roots spread out. You ever see mushrooms on top? There's one mushroom on top, right? Or maybe several, but you ever go in the ground? They're like wire systems. There's wires all over, cords. The mushroom covers all the ground around there, but it's all underground because it just keeps going. That's fractaling. The mushroom just keeps, its roots just keep multiplying. This is how life is. This is how your cells work. This is how apples grow. This is how that spiraling doohickey in Cuba is working. Whatever that energy is, this is Tesla garbage. See how that works? That he figured out. He's way smarter than me. I'm just saying. He also believes in the ether. See how that works? So he's smarter than me. I'm going to kind of lean that way. Look at, see, now you're at the root levels. Pretend you just made it under the ground from the tree. You're all the way down. Now you're in the soil. Now you're crawling through all those soil. You ever see all the hairs coming off those roots? If you grow your own food, you do. Pull your potatoes out. There's roots, all kinds of little fuzzies coming off. That's what this is. You guys understand that? Or do you see it? At least can you imagine what I'm telling you? This is real. This is real life. This is universe probably. Because it keeps going. So now you got to your feet. My question to my alien friend personally right now is what happens when we go out the other side of that foot? That's the line to the ether. That's the question. Is there possibly a ball of freaking ether? Whatever ether is, just is. That has all knowledge, all time, all the universes. You could have, because it's all by perspective. If you live on Mars, for example, if that were a thing, they would be thinking the same garbage. That could other people be out there? It doesn't matter where you are. That fractaling. So when the universe, let's say, was just suddenly appear, however that happened, that's the question. What's beyond that point? We're to that level when we're thinking and talking like, what's beyond this human body? What's beyond our Earth? What's beyond our universe? This is my question. What's controlling or giving this? How does it know how to do this? That's my question. There's the, like, it doesn't have to be about God and hell and all that. How does this nature know how to do, and why does it not? It's not prejudice. It doesn't care who you are. It just is. Again, like the tattoo guy says, is it? I think that's what he said. Otherwise, I came up with it. I did it off of his show, but he was saying something like this. Go watch his videos. But if the internet or internet, if see the internet's they're mocking it. The internet and the what do you call this? The cloud guard. This is why this computer's so slow. It has to go to the cloud to come back. It's just dumb, but smart things are dumb. See how that works? Look at a spiral. See the spiral? This is the world. This is how life is. I don't know why. That's my question. It's 2022. Let's figure this shit out. How about that? This is Chicago. Everybody have a great day. I think this is so fascinating. INFJ Fridays are going to be weird. I'll guarantee you that. Yeah, what's up? I put it back where it was on the counter. Oh, somebody brought it there. I didn't do that. It's Wag Chicago. Check out wagchicago.com. Have a great day, everybody. Be grounded with your families and friends, soul family, etc. Yeah, have a great day.